Hey everyone, I just harvested some of my beets from the garden. I just thinned them out a little bit just so the other ones could get a little bit bigger, and I'm left with all of these tops of the beets. So I'm gonna try something new, and I'm going to dehydrate the tops of the leaves, and then I'm gonna turn it into a powder. So the powder I can use in soups or smoothies or really anything that you want to, and it'll add some extra nutrients to everything. So right now I washed all of my leaves, and now I'm just going to pinch them off here, and then I'm going to keep the stems because the stems are really good if you saute them with garlic. They're delicious. We had that last night with dinner. And then I'm just going to put all of these in a pile. And then once I get all of this done, I'll bring up my dehydrator and I'll show you it, and I'll load it up, and then I'll start it up and we'll see how it goes. Stay tuned. I just finished separating the leaves and the stems, so now I'm going to lay them out on dehydrator trays. So I actually ended up loading all 6 trays. I tried to spread the leaves out the best that I could. This one's a little squishier just because it's the last one, and I really did not want to have to do another round just for one tray. And just to give you an idea, this was only 9 beets. So we got a lot of greens just off of 9 beets. So that's really good. So I'm gonna have a lot of this. So I'm trying to find different ways to use it. You can also do this in the oven if you want. If you don't have a dehydrator, you can use them as chips if you wanted to, or you can grind them up into a powder like what I'm doing. Okay, so I have my dehydrator set to 140 and for 8 hours. So we're gonna turn it on, and then I'm just gonna let it sit here and do its job. I'll probably check it maybe halfway and just see if I need to rotate any of it, or some of the smaller leaves, sometimes they're done before the other ones, so you just take them out and then continue dehydrating the rest. So now I'm left with all these stems. I think I'm going to cut them up and then I'll put them in the fridge because I'll use them for like a stir fry, or I'll saute them for lunch today. There is 5 hours and 20 minutes left. Definitely not gonna eat the whole time. I went through and took out some that were like a paper consistency and that would crumble instantly as soon as you touch them. And then I put the rest back in that weren't quite ready. A lot of them, the stems were still left, the leaves were extremely dry, so I just kind of stripped them off the stem and then put the stem back in. Hello! And now I'm going to put it in my food processor and turn this into a powder. Please. That was quick. I just finished dehydrating the rest of the beet leaves. This is the other one. And they're at this consistency where you touch them and they just crumple up like that. That's when you know that they're ready. It took 6 hours altogether to do all of this. So I'm going to put this in the food processor, and then I'm going to start packaging it. So this is my powder. Now that I'm done putting it in the food processor, it's a really good consistency. And now I'm just going to put it in these little packets, or you can put it in a mason jar as well. Just finished packaging these up, so you can package them in mason jars. I like to use these containers because I just store them in my cupboard. And I'm also going to be sending some out to my mom and sister, so I just put these in bags, and then that way I can ship them out in the mail easier. This was only 9 beet heads, so really we got a lot of powder off of just that small amount, so it's definitely worth doing. It only took 6 hours in the dehydrator, and every dehydrator is different, so it could take you a little bit more time or a little bit less. But yeah, it was relatively easy, and I hope you liked this video, and thanks for watching.